Blessings everyone. How's it going? I want to make this quick video maybe to help you adjust to the new normal, because I think I have this feeling today especially that it's starting to really settle in, like, oh wow, this is how it's gonna be. And the worst thing that we could do really is sort of like put our lives on hold right now and kind of wait for this to blow over, because we're going to be waiting a while. And so life doesn't have to stop now just because, everything around us has shifted so dramatically. Likely, you're at home like I am more than you're used to. You may be home with you're home with your family. You can see, like, I have the school schedule or whatever for the kids, a little schedule for them so that, they have some structure throughout the day. But, I'm home with Myron and my kids, and that's Meta. Meta doesn't know what's going on. Why is that? Because Meta's present, which is something that most of us get to really learn how to do now more than ever. And so the first part of adjusting to the new normal without losing, I was just seeing my husband just pulled up from the store, so I'm going to head into my bedroom. Without losing our sanity is three things that I've been talking a lot about. One is going up my stairs. Such a cool painting. I don't know if you saw it, the 20s girl. Letting be. So, it's really natural right now to be feeling unsettled, to be feeling anxious, to be feeling fearful, to be feeling a lot of feelings. So feel your feels. Like, now is a great time that we get to practice feeling our feels. Like, whatever's arising, whatever emotions you're having, don't make yourself wrong for that. I was really crabby this morning with the kids, and I was short-tempered with everyone, actually. And there was an inner critic in my mind, like, shaming me for not being a better, mom and a better wife or whatever. And, let's just take the pressure off of ourselves of trying to be calm or peaceful or whatever it is, that we feel like we need to be at this time. And it's like, let yourself go through your feelings. We're all adjusting. We're all landing with this. And so, that's the first thing, is letting be. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, it belongs. You don't want to make yourself wrong for that. You don't need to make yourself wrong for that. We're all going through it, and it seems to come in waves. Something else that we can utilize during this time, like more than ever before, is what I just did, is our breath. Are you breathing? Are you breathing consciously? Not just on your mat, but in your everyday life. The breath automatically just drops you into deeper presence. And the present moment is the best refuge that we got right now. Because something that I know for sure is that what's happening right now is happening. What's happening in this moment is unarguable. It's what's happening. I can either fight it or I can make peace with it. Byron Katie says, whenever you argue with the present moment, you'll lose, but only 100% of the time. So any way that we're thinking or feeling that how we are or how it is isn't okay is extra. It's like this extra layer of suffering that we can put on an already challenging situation. So being with the breath, remembering that it's totally okay to feel your feelings. Allowing right now is a really useful practice. And don't be at war with yourself. Don't judge yourself for your reaction. Maybe you love this time. I had a meditation group today. It was really interesting to see the variety of different places people were at. And, when we began the meditation, some people were ungrounded. Others were surprisingly calm. So there's no right way to be at this time. However you are, you get to choose it as right. So being a friend to yourself during this time, befriending yourself is really important. Caring about your experience, not just relating to yourself with indifference, criticism, or unconsciousness. So these are all things: letting be our feelings, being with the breath, and then relating to ourselves with an inner attitude of compassion, of kindness, of friendliness. And then realizing, really trusting that your true ground, when you really like drop into presence and surrender, when you take your hands off the controls, what's left is really trustworthy. We can use this as opportunity not to tighten up and try to just get through this time so we can come out the other side, but to really, live through this time and utilize the slowdown, utilize the lack of activity, utilize the space, more time at home, almost to treat it as if it's like a retreat in a sense, like a personal retreat. To really practice anchoring into the present moment. You've never known what you're going to get in the future, but most of us borrow security and safety from the future. We live so much in our heads, and we can't do that now because there's nothing to cling to. So allowing your awareness to sink down into your body, especially allowing it to sink into your belly. And you can do that with me right now, just breathing into your abdomen, your lower belly. And as you do that, you start to recalibrate, you start to get more present. And this is actually the birthplace of anything we long for anyway. True happiness has never come from some future moment. But we trick ourselves into believing that we're on our way somewhere when in fact we're not on our way anywhere. Isn't that apparent now? Open your eyes to the life that's here. So after we let be, letting go happens naturally, then we can let in. We can let in the beauty that's here. Earlier I was showing you my cat, and I was petting him. We want to take our present moment attention and pivot it to whatever we notice in the moment is good or nourishing or true or beautiful. The sky right now is really beautiful. I live in Southern California. There's been a lot of rain and the air feels really crisp and clean and clear. Staring at a tree, staring at a flower, being with your kids, being with your partner. Taking long walks in nature to do nothing but walk. So many of us have been praying for this opportunity. Are you taking it? Are you bracing yourself, waiting for this to be over? Don't do that. Life is now. COVID-19 or not. Life is now. And the last thing that we can do, aside from pivoting towards whatever we sense in the moment is nourishing or good or true, it's just like an opening up of the perspective, opening up of the awareness, to include that. Is this practice of radiating out or focusing out? Who can you serve today? I was kind of bummed out yesterday. I was depressed because I was up in my own head. I was the main feature and I was really up in my own self-preoccupation. What am I going to do? My God, how long is this going to go on? I don't know if I can take it being home with everyone all this time. Blah, 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 blah. That's the thinking mind. We unhook from the thinking mind by tethering the attention to the breath, to our embodied experience, being all the way in the body and being a watcher of the mind rather than being pulled around by it. Don't believe anything you think. Mindfulness is not about quieting the mind. Mindfulness is about watching the mind. Whatever you see doesn't have a hold on you. So start to notice, what kinds of stories are you telling yourself? What are the thoughts that are moving through your mind? You want to be aware of those. If you're unconscious to them, they're probably running the show and you don't even know it. Start to become conscious, start to be the watcher of your mind. Practice meditation every day. Practice for an hour. Practice for many times a day, at least 2 times a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. Settle the awareness, start to drop it down into the pelvic bowl as you meditate. Don't seek to quiet your mind in meditation, just seek to be. And if sadness comes up, then love that. If restlessness comes up, love that. If fear comes up, love that. You may not like it, but you can allow it. Start to befriend yourself. There's never been a better time to do that. And then just start to sense, how can you serve? I'm like walked into the kitchen. How can I serve? Okay, I can put these dishes away. How can I serve? Hey, soul lady, you want something to eat? Like focusing your attention out, radiating out, caring about people, calling them. Call your sister, call your mom, call your family, like reach out. All of these things will unhook you from that small, fearful I and start to touch you into the more expansive mind, the real, true you, what I call the radiant self. I hope this served you today. Let me know what about this served you. Just kind of want to pop in. I'm trying to do this as much as I can to support you. Feel free to comment beneath this video and let me know what about this really spoke to you. And I'm sending you all so much love and many, many blessings. Namaste.